Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Wednesday, July 9th edition of our video devotionals. Thank you so much for joining us today. You know, on a Wednesday, if you've been listening any length of time, there's three things I want to say. Number one, it is the middle part of the work week, so you've made it halfway. Number two, it's church time for many of us, so be in your places at your churches. And then number three, it's Wisdom Wednesday, so we're going to be in the book of Proverbs today. Specifically, we're going to be in Proverbs 26:17. Find that, 26:17. We'll get to it here momentarily. Otherwise, thank you for watching the videos. Continue to be in prayer for that natural catastrophe down in Texas. There's been other flooding situations. We've had some here, certainly not on that of that magnitude, but here in North Carolina, just a little bit east of us, we missed having some very damaging flooding rains from that tropical system that came between us and the coast, much closer to us than the coast. Not a big system, and yet it dumped huge amounts of rains and causes lots of damage. But when there's loss of life, that certainly that moves it up to another level. So let's remember those folks and people having to deal with it. Okay. All right. Notice here. Let me just say this before we get to the passage. Thank you again for watching the videos. Don't want to ever go a video without saying thank you for everybody who watches, the acknowledgments and the comments, if any. Thank you, thank you, thank you, okay? All right, notice here in Proverbs 26:17, it says, "He that passeth by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him is like one that taketh a dog by the ears." If you've ever owned any animals, particularly a dog, and what comes to mind too is a horse. My grandfather had horses. And when you're dealing with a horse, one of the things he does, he shows you a lot by his ears. If you walk up on a horse and he takes his ears and they've been erect and he lays those ears straight back, like toward his back, you better watch out. He's not happy, okay? Let me put it that way. He's getting ready to do something, so you better watch that. But the Bible's talking about a dog. And if you've ever owned a dog, one of the things you don't do, is just not natural to walk up to your dog or any dog and take that dog by the ears and just start, ringing on them. You do that, and a couple of things are going to happen. Number one, there's going to be a lot of noise coming out of that dog, and it's going to be a lot of pain for that dog, and that dog is going to go berserk, okay? Number two, there's a good possibility that those hands you're using to grab that dog by the ears are going to get bit. There's a good chance you're going to have bite marks and probably some blood from a dog that if he could talk would say, "What in the world are you doing to me?" It's just not natural to do that. It'd have to be an extreme situation to maybe take a dog out of a fight or whatever. But the point is, very unusual. But notice what the Bible says. That illustration, as extreme as that is, the Bible says if you're walking by, just going through life, and let me just say this. I realize in this passage, it leans towards someone just kind of is literally walking and finds a situation. But when we have social media like we do, and you're just kind of casually going through, we'll just use the term kind of walking through Facebook, and you pop up and you see something, and you see something that's controversial and has nothing to do with you, and all of a sudden you see, you know what, I'm going to jump in on this thing. Well, let me tell you what the Bible says about that, or just kind of going along, you kind of hear some kind of controversy going on, some kind of strife. The Bible says, again, "He that passeth by," it means that you just kind of happen on it, okay? You're not looking for it, but you do kind of, it just kind of, you see it. But again, you're not looking for it, you find it, and the Bible says, "He that passeth by and meddleth with strife." You get involved. Meddle, you know what the word meddle means? That means getting involved in something that's none of your business, okay? People have something going on between them, and you walk up and you start to engage yourself. And oftentimes people say, "Well, this is none of your business. This is between me and this person, or this is our situation. It has nothing to do with you." And you start meddling with it. Well, the Bible says that's not a good thing, because it says it's strife not belonging to you. It's like one that would walk up and take a dog by the ears, which that's not something that's normal to do. And you're going to see all the havoc that comes with that, all the loud noise and even the injury that comes from it. So obviously, if you're going through life, just say you're in the grocery store, you're anywhere, and you come up on something, just best you leave that alone. But I'm going to tell you something. On this social media, we've got so much. And by the way, too many Christians. I wish there's some people would listen to this video. Speaking of kind of passing along, I wish many church members would get the idea that when you get on Facebook and you get on Twitter or what's called X now, any of those social media platforms, any of it, and you decide you're going to interject yourself into something you just don't need to, let me tell you something. It's just not good. It's not good for the cause of Christ. Just leave it alone, because oftentimes what happens is it's like taking that dog by the ears. And what you think is you're just kind of a little bit of an outside party. You suddenly become involved in that, and guess what? You're going to be the ones going to get bit. Okay, so just take the Bible's word for it. Just take the Bible's word for it. Leave the dog's ears alone. How about that? Okay, and I think you understand that. Go back and read that verse. If I'm leaving something out or I'm saying more than I should, you go back and read it. But I think it's pretty plain. Just leave strife alone. Stay away from it. You don't have to say anything. Get away from it and leave the dog's ears alone. All right, we're going to stop right there. Have a great day, safe day, healthy day. Lord willing, I'll see you back tomorrow, Thursday. We'll be back in the book of Psalms. Have a great day.